we have PDFs. All the things we'll be taking. Okay. So I'll be sharing with you the question banks. Very important one. See, the question banks are so important that almost 60-70% questions come from these question banks. Okay. So that's why I'll be sharing these question banks with you. And you all guys, those who are watching on YouTube also, kindly note the question bank is very important. Okay. So guys, let's start with the revision. Okay. We have only 2 weeks are remaining now. Which of the following defines the retail banking? The banking services that geared primarily towards individuals, the banking that deals with lending money to the individual consumers rather than corporates, that part of the banking that is meant for small account holders. Okay, small account holders. What can be the option? Everyone. I see here the question bank which I'll be sharing is this one. See here, this is for chapter 1 introduction. Now this question bank contains the question, answer as well as explanations. Here I'll show you this also. See, correct answer is C, 1, 2 and 3 all. Okay, and it contains explanation also. Okay, so that's why this question bank is of ultimate importance for all of you. So which of the following defines retail banking? Basically geared primarily towards individuals, right? It's for the individuals only. Second, towards the individuals rather than these corporates, right? And third one, that part of the banking that is meant for small account holders. So A, B, and C, 1, 2, and 3, all of them, right? Second one, which of the following is a characteristic of retail banking? So which of the following is a characteristic of retail banking? This one, second one, look at this. So which of the following is a characteristic? The banking services provided target the individual customers. Individual. Okay. These activities are focused on mass market rather than covering large population of individuals. Large corporates having large number of employees are also provided banking facilities under the retail banking. So, who all are covered? Hi, good morning everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the revision series. Good morning everyone. Have you joined everyone? Say hi. Hi, morning everyone. Have you joined? Good morning. Say hi. So, see here, everyone, those who have joined late, kindly note, I'll be sharing this question bank with you. Okay, hi. I'll be sharing this question bank with you guys. Okay, this question bank contains almost 70 to 80% questions, theory ones. In exam, do come from this question bank only because this is a long collated question bank. This question bank is collected from various exams. Earlier, this subject is new to JAIB, but earlier the same subject was there for CIB as a specialization retail. Okay, so majority of the chapters are same. I have seen that, and I was teaching them also. So that's why I have taught this subject since almost 2015-16. Since that time, I have taught this subject. So that's why this question bank is collected from various old questions as well as the new ones, which are as per your new book. Okay. So both of them have been combined and I'll be sharing this. Now this question bank contains not only questions, it contains questions plus answers plus explanations. So that's why this will be useful for you. Tomorrow I'll be sharing this with you. Okay. I'll be sharing three types of notes with you. Three types of notes, correct. One is this question bank. Second is your book notes. Book notes means what is the size of your book? Has anyone seen the book of RBWM? The size of your book is around 650 pages, isn't it? Plus or minus some pages. Okay. So around it is 650. So this entire book has been brought down by me to around 78 pages. 78 pages. 70 to 80 pages. Okay. So this book notes will also be shared with you in the class. So that's why join this class. Those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join the class urgently Tomorrow I'll be sharing this with you, okay, so that you get entire 2 weeks to study these two question bank as well as this notes plus whatever classes we are taking. In the classes we will be dealing with some PDFs also, okay. So study the classes, notes, and question bank. That's enough for you. You need not read any book. You need not go anywhere. Okay, that book I know it's a huge book of 678 pages. I think so. Yeah, it's a huge book. So that's why go through this only. Okay, chalo. Let's move on. Everyone okay? Shall we move on? Chalo. One and two answers. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. See this. What is the answer? The banking provided to individuals. So that is okay. These activities are focused on mass market. So that is also okay. But third is not okay. The large corporates have large number of numbers. So large corporates means that will come in corporate banking. That won't be the part of your retail banking. Okay. So that's why this won't be the answer over here. So answer is only 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 is where? This is B. This is the answer. 1 and 2 only. Okay. Now look at this. Even here answer is B and the explanations are also given. So that's why this will be useful for you. This question bank is off. Let me show you one sec. Notifications. Hold on. Yeah. This question bank is of roughly, it's bigger one, but the question bank contains majority, almost all the questions. Third one, retail banking services can be extended through which of the following? Branches and internet banking, branches and ATMs only, ATMs and internet banking, branches, ATM, internet banking, and mobile banking. So what is the answers here? You can see this over here. Now see here, now it's not the time that you will keep on thinking what is the answer. You have only 2 weeks. You have to study these all question bank, 532 pages question bank it is. Huh? Remember, it's simple one. It's not like your book, big question, big like this. Okay. So what is the answer for third? Third, the answer will be everyone D. Correct. Answer will be D because it can be given through branch, ATM, internet banking, mobile banking, everything. Okay. Next one. See, this explanation is also there. Which of the following is not a feature of retail banking? Now we want not a feature, huh? Not. These are provided through branches as well as through virtual banking channels. They can be extended only for amounts which are very small in size. They can be offered both as liability as well as asset products. They can be extended to small size businesses also. So we want not a feature. Which of them is not a feature? So which is not a feature? Let me see. Which of them is not a feature? Everyone. Which of them is not a feature? Not. The answer is everyone. Which of them is not a feature? The answer is provided through branches as well as through virtual banking channels. That is okay. Then can be extended only for amounts which are very small in size. Now this is the answer. This is not the feature. Okay, because very small in size means what? Very small means it comes to around 50,000 and 1 lakh. Nowadays the retail loans, see, retail banking is not limited to 50,000 and 1 lakh. Okay, it can be extended to higher amounts also. So that's why B is not the answer. It is not very small in size. Okay, it can be higher amount also. See, this answer is B over here. Okay, so explanation is already given over here. The advantages of retail banking include higher interest spreads, risk spread over large client base, strong customer loyalty, high volatility in demand of retail products. So what is the answer? Advantage. Here we want the advantage now. Higher risk spread over large client base, strong customer loyalty, and high volatility in demand for retail products. So is there a high volatility? High volatility means what? Fluctuation, big fluctuation. Volatility means fluctuation. Now, what do you mean by fluctuation? Some year the demand is very high, some year the demand is very low. Does this happen in retail banking? In retail banking, this does not happen. Okay, this does not happen. In retail banking, if 1 year, suppose your savings accounts are the total savings accounts of the bank are, let's say, 50 crores. So next year the savings account will be 50 to 52 crores, or on the downside it will be 47 crores. Okay, but it can't be 50 crores 1 year and second year it is directly 10 crores. This is called as high volatility, high huge fluctuation. So this is not there. So A, B, and C, these three are there. Okay. So let's look at A, B, and C. Okay, which is the answer from A to C. So answer is B, only A to C. This is the answer. These are the types of questions which will come to you in exam, and you'll have to solve them. Okay. So see, this answer is given over here. Only B and C. Okay, over here. Which is this? High interest spreads. No, its answer is B over here. B. Okay. Only A to C. Answer is B over here. Okay. Chalo. Next one. So this is the question bank which I'll be sharing with you guys. Okay. So now let's start. All of you have joined. Yeah. So this is the revision which you have to do. These are the question banks which you have to follow. Let's start with the topic today. Okay, first topic is introduction. See here, our daily system is we first take revision for first 10 minutes. Always. First 10 minutes we take complete revision. Okay, so that everyone knows and we can see wherever someone lies. Okay, wherever we are. So let's start with this. Yeah. See, today's topic is this introduction, basic. Okay, so let's start. What is the bank basically? Bank is, now this is the PDF I was talking to you, telling you. Okay, this PDF I'll be sharing it with you guys. So PDF plus question bank with explanations, and third one is the book notes. Book notes also I'm having it. I'll be sharing those book notes also with you. I'll show you those book notes if I'm having it right now. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Book notes. Yeah. That also I'm having it. Yeah. These are the book notes. Look at this. These are the book notes. Okay. Complete book of yours is brought down to 78 pages. Complete book. Okay. What all important is there, that is shared, done over there. So you can read only this book, these notes plus question bank and the classes. Okay. That much is enough for you. Do the classes, read this book, this notes, and you have two weeks. So you can definitely go through it. Okay. There is ample of time now. So that's why I'll be sharing it tomorrow itself. Those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join the class urgently, okay? Because otherwise you'll miss out on this. Chalo. Banks are financial institutions that perform deposit and lending functions. Obviously, what is the job of bank? Deposit and lending, right? I take the deposit and I give the loans. There are various types of banks in India, and each is responsible to perform different functions. So, what are the various types of banks? See, here, we have prepared these notes very short. Short means whatever concise, precise, whatever is required, only that much. Otherwise, what happens? There is a huge lot of material available in the book, also on the internet. Also, many of the guys are giving. So, we have to target on whatever is required. Okay, that much, because otherwise, retail banking is a huge topic. There are various types. So what are the types of banks? Central bank means here RBI. Cooperative bank, right? Cooperative banks we have. Commercial banks. Now what are commercial banks? Remember, commercial banks are divided into further. I'll show you. Okay, I'm having this. I'm having the next slide. Commercial banks. Commercial banks are divided into private banks and nationalized banks. Then RRBs, regional rural banks. Okay, RRB. Then LAB, local area banks. Okay. Now these are the five main types of banks which we see. RRB, LAB. What are RRBs? We have studied this also. We are having the slide. Okay. Local area banks. We are having the slide. So all these will be described to you now. See, this is the basic classification. Reserve Bank of India is at the top. Below that comes scheduled banks. From scheduled banks come commercial banks, then cooperative banks. Under commercial banks, you have foreign bank, RRBs, public sector banks, and private sector banks. Okay, so commercial banks and cooperative banks. Commercial banks are of following types: foreign, RRB, public sector, and private sector. The public sector banks are now that is this classification is gone. Earlier it was there, private SBI and others, but now all of the there is nothing like this classification. Okay. Then private sector banks, there are two types of private sector banks: old private sector and new private sector. Okay, old and new. What are old? Old are like the Karnataka Bank or this Karur Vaishya Bank, and new ones are HDFC, ICICI. These are new banks. Cooperative banks, they are of two types: urban cooperative and state cooperative. Okay, urban. Urban means these are like the private cooperative banks. Means these are held by separate units, separate bodies, and these are state are related to government. Okay, so this is a basic classification. Yeah. What are scheduled banks? By definition, any bank which is listed in the second schedule of RBI. Remember this important part. What is the scheduled bank? Second schedule. This line comes in exam every time. Second schedule, okay, of RBI Act 1934 is considered as a scheduled bank. The schedule consists of those banks which satisfy various parameters, criteria under clause 42 of this act. Again, remember this clause 42 of this act. You have to remember two things. One is second schedule and second is class 42. Okay. To qualify as a scheduled bank, the paid up capital and the collected funds of the bank must not be less than 5 lakhs. So basically, this to classify as a scheduled bank, we need to have that paid up capital with the this paid up capital of the bank as such. Okay. Everyone, those who are watching on YouTube, kindly download Adda 24/7 app. In this app, you will be getting all the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, etc. So download it right now only. Those who are watching on YouTube and those who are in the class, you have already downloaded. Okay. RRBs. Hi everyone. Morning. Those who have joined late, I have seen some guys are have joined late now. Those who have joined late, kindly note, I'll be sharing this question bank with you. Question bank with explanations. Then I'll be sharing the book notes with you. So that much is enough for your studies for 2 weeks. Okay. Question bank plus book notes. Tomorrow I'll be sharing the same. Okay. And the class. This class, book notes, and question bank. That is enough for your studies. Okay. RRBs. So regional rural banks. So these are public sector banks. Remember this. These RRBs are public sector banks. These are special types of commercial banks that provide concessional credit to agriculture and rural sector. So RRB name itself regional rural. So name itself says rural. So it will be focusing on the rural only. RRBs were established in 1975 and are registered under the RRB Act 1976. Now understand this. RRB Act is 1976 and RRB was established in 1975. This question comes in exam. This Act question comes in exam. RRB Act was in which year? So it is 1976. Okay. Some names you can check out on Google. Okay. RRBs are mainly in the South India, means Maharashtra and South India. We see many RRBs. Okay. So these commercial banks, these are like Vico. We have one bank, Maharashtra, this RRB, and Vidarbha Konkan RRB. Okay, there can be many as such. In your state also, whichever state you are from, you might be having certain RRBs. So remember the proportion is this: central government 50%, state government 15%, and commercial bank is 35%. Okay. So RRBs are joint ventures between these three parties: central government, state government, and commercial bank. This commercial bank is called as the sponsor bank. For example, Vidarbha Konkan RRB. Here also 50% is of central government, 15 is of state, and sponsor bank is Bank of India. So this Bank of India is having 35% stake. So that's why there will always be a sponsor bank for an RRB. Okay. LAB, local area banks. These were introduced in India in 1996. They are organized by private sector banks. Private sector. Earning profit is the main objective of LAB. Local area banks are registered under Companies Act 1956. At present, there are only four local area banks which are located in South India. So only four LABs now. Okay, up till now, as of now. So local area banks, and now this Companies Act that is changed. Yeah, 2013 it has become. There are many changes now in this latest government. Okay. Specialized banks. Certain banks are introduced for specific purpose only. Such banks are called as specialized banks. So certain purpose. What is the purpose? Now these banks don't function as a bank saving current account deposit bank. No, they don't function as a saving account or current account bank. They don't have saving account or current account of the customers. But for example, let's see. These include SIDB, Small Industries Development Bank of India. Exim Bank, Export Import Bank of India. NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. So that is NABARD. Okay. So these are specialized banks. What do these banks do? They don't have the current account, saving account of the customer, but they provide soft loans. What are soft loans? Soft loans means when your government gives them subsidy. Suppose if I am opening a, let's say, um, I'll give you an example. Suppose if I'm opening a business, MSME business in my village, okay? I'm opening a business in my village, okay? So it will be treated under MSME, micro and small medium enterprise, okay? So in this, the bank gives the loan of 75%. 75% is given by the bank, right? And 25% is a margin brought by that customer. Brought by that customer, 25%. Now what does this bank do? What does this CDB or this specialized bank do? Out of this 25%, this margin, 20% is given by this bank, specialized bank. Specialized bank, okay? Bank. 20% is given by this bank and 5% is brought by the customer. 5% by the customer. So this bank gives the soft loan. Now whom does this 20% is given? This 20% is given in the loan. It is not given to the customer. If the customer repays the loan correctly for 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, whatever is the criteria given. So this specialized banks will give the soft loan. This is called a soft loan. It will repay 20% of the principal. So this is the way this specialized banks function. Okay. Got it, everyone? Everyone on the same page? Everyone getting this? Type yes in the comment section. If you are understanding this, type yes. Are you with me, everyone? Are you with me, everyone? Yes? Okay. Getting it? Because these are the basics which you need to understand. Okay. Then tomorrow, from tomorrow, we are having almost how many days? 12, 13 days. And two times here. Lecture. The class is in the morning 6 to 7 and in the evening also. Evening 8 to 9, you have the same class. Okay. We'll be continuing with this. So don't miss out the class in the evening also. 8 to 9 evening and in the morning 6 to 7. Both the things will be continuing and will be continuing up to the exam. Okay. Chalo, move on. Small finance banks. As the name suggests, these types of banks looks after the micro industries, small farmers, unorganized sector of the society by providing loans and financial assistance. Now, small finance means these are small, these give the smaller loans. For example, look at these names. You might be hearing these names now. AU Small Finance Bank, Equita Small Finance Bank, Janus Small Finance Banks. So these are all small finance banks. They provide only to micro, small farmers and unorganized. They don't provide the loans to Reliance or big companies. Okay, corporates. They don't provide the loans. Micro, small farm industries, small farmers, and unorganized sector. Okay, that is the basic motto of the small finance. Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Everyone. Okay, those who are in the class, you should also. because every day at 6 a.m. we provide, means I basically take the lecture on RBWM. Some important questions are taken. Okay, revision questions. So RBWM I provide for that. Then I provide for this ABM, BFM, CIB also. Once you clear your JIB, you will be requiring CIB. So CIB also I provided over there. Okay. So that's why subscribe to this channel immediately. Click on that bell icon. Okay. Payment banks, the newly introduced form of the banking. The payment banks have been conceptualized by RBI. So it is these are the new types of banks, payment banks. Okay. For example, you have this Geo Financial, Geo Payment Banks, Fino Payment Banks, Airtel Payment Bank. Many of these mobile companies have opened the payment banks. Okay. People with the account with the payment banks can only deposit an amount up to it is 2 lakhs. Now it has been made 2 lakhs and cannot apply for loans or credit cards under this account. So no loans or credit cards are allowed under up till now. See here, up till now. It may change later, but up till now it's not allowed. Okay. So payment banks, these are the almost mobile companies which are India Post Payment Bank. In even you have the banking in post also. Okay. So Post also they have opened this IPPB and they have the minimum account rupees of 100 rupees over there, minimum balance. Okay. So payment banks are only for so that the this it is similar to the inclusion, financial inclusion. Okay. Now from where does the business come in any banking? See here, main banking business is over here. Retail banking gives 62% of the business roughly. Now 62 means not exactly 62. It can be 65 also, 60 also. But majorly remember 60 to 65% business comes from retail banking. Wholesale banking means corporate banking. Roughly 23 to 25% comes from wholesale or corporate banking. And 10 to 15 comes from wealth management. Okay. So these are the three main this revenue earners or income earners in banking sector, entire banking sector. So that's why look at this. What is the main purpose of this slide? The purpose of this slide is the importance of retail banking. Retail banking has majority of the income. Corporate banking doesn't have that much income. So that's why all the banks are now focusing on retail banking. All of them. Why? Because the risk are spread. See here, if I'm having 1 crore rupees with me, 1 crore, okay? If I'm having 1 crore with me, if I'm in the corporate banking, how will I differentiate? In corporate banking, what will I do? Corporate banking, I will give entire 1 crore to one customer, Reliance, okay? Or Tata. I'll give entire 1 crore to one customer only. Or any other, not only Reliance, Tata, it can be any other. Retail. What do I do in retail? What will I do? I'll divide this 1 crore into 1000 parts. 1000 parts, okay, of 1 lakh each. Of 1 lakh each. So what will I do? I'll give 1 lakh rupees to 1000 people. So it will be distributed to 1000 people. So what happens now? Each one is getting 1 lakh. So if 100, sorry, 100 parts, okay? So each one is getting 1 lakh, okay? So once each one gets 1 lakh, there are less chances that all of them become NPA. See here, one customer becoming NPA is a huge chance, and 100 customers becoming NPA is a lesser chance. So that's why all the banks are now focusing on retail banking, because in retail banking the chances of NPA, all the customers becoming NPA, are less. Whereas in corporate banking, the chances of NPA are big, huge. Okay, one corporate customer goes down, it's a huge dent or it's a huge problem to a bank as such. Okay, what is the retail banking segment? Retail banking segment is the largest earning contributors. It is a segment most people are familiar with, as it includes operations that occur in banks branch. Products include deposit, credit cards, and mortgages means loans basically loans. Okay, so our basic job is deposit and loans, and nowadays we have added this credit card. There are also third party now, TPP, right? But that is not a core banking product. Remember, insurance which we sell is not a core banking product. Insurance is a third party product. Okay, This segment is also known as personal banking and as it serves individuals. However, it is also targeted towards small commercial clients, small business persons, okay, MSME, proprietor, partner, private limited, these LLP, nowadays LLP also. So these all companies come under this retail banking because they all have the accounts in the branches, okay. Revenue of retail banking is split into interest and non-interest. So basically, retail banking earns from interest and non-interest. Interest means what? Loans. Whatever I give as a loans, I earn from there. And non-interest means the agency part which I do. Insurance. See this: insurance, mutual fund, demat. So this is known as agency commission. Remember, this word is known as agency commission. We are acting as an agent over here. So one is core banking product, that is deposits and loans, and second is agency commission. Net interest income accounts for approximately 70% of the revenues. Okay, so that's why total retail revenues, this interest income should be the major part. Always remember, interest income is the core bread and butter for any bank. Okay, it is calculated by taking interest collected from mortgage, means loans and credit cards, and subtracting the interest paid on deposits. So that this is known as NII. What is NII or margins? Here, there are various words to this. You will be hearing these words. One is NII, net interest income. See, this net interest income contributes around 30% for retail banking. So the various words are NII. Then the second word for this is spread. Spread. Okay, spread means the difference in the interest between the loans and the deposits. Okay, spread is mainly comes for the rate of interest, and third one is similar one is margin. Roughly they mean one and the same. Only the difference is this is calculated in percentage, this is in complete amount, pure amount. Okay, what is the difference? Net interest income in rupees. Okay, so NII, margin or spread, roughly they mean one and the same. Net interest, non-interest income contributes around 30% of the bank's revenue. Non-interest means it comes for this insurance, mutual fund, demat. These are the non-interest incomes. They contribute for 30%. Many of the banks, like for example HDFC Bank has a major income source of non-interest. Okay. Evolution of retail banking. So now we won't go into these details over here because less questions are asked from this. Okay. The evolution of retail banking industry can be traced back at the time of entry of foreign banks. The conventional banking business was carried out by public sector banks on more general approach that wasn't any specific demarcation. So basically, earlier we all had this big banks in India. Means Bank of Hindustan was there in 1774. From there we have come. So we had even our nationalized banks, many of the nationalized banks. SBI was earlier, I think, the Imperial Bank. Yeah, Central Bank was there. It was these were all corporate banks. They were providing the services to corporate banks only. Then we nationalized them, and then they are providing to retail banks also. Customer and industry segmentation was adopted in the business plan of the bank. So customer and industry segmentation, so customer and industries, two separate things. Okay, retail customer and industry. So both the bankings were going on, and that even today we have both the bankings going on. There was no attempt to offer products or services based on the specific customer segments in the focused way. So earlier, specific customer segments were not done, but then after 1994, when the private banks came in, then the real competition started. The entry of the private sector banks in 90s, okay, created new approach to the retail banking. They had the advantage of technology right from the start. See, private sector banks, when they came in, first day only, they started with the online banking. First day, all the private sector banks started with the online banking, then immediate payments throughout the country. There was no branch concept over there actually. So they had the advantage of technology from the start. These banks have clear mind with retail banking and aggressively strategized creating new markets for retail bank. Okay. So basically this slides you have to read it. Okay. Whenever I give you, I'll share this slide at the end of the session in the app only. You can read these slides later. Prerequisites for the success of retail banking. Presence of an efficient delivery mechanism. This question comes in exam, definitely. Prerequisite for success. How can the retail banking succeed? Presence of efficient delivery mechanism means I must reach to my customers properly. Customers' needs and preferences, channel innovation. So basically, I must reach to the customer properly. Direct banking, fastest growing and dominant channel of the future. So direct banking, fastest growing. Okay, this is the fastest growing channel. Direct banking means directly we are going to reaching through the internet to the customer. Product appropriateness means I must have the right product. Customer is asking now. Remember what is the thing going on in this in India basically. If you check out the loan system in India by numbers, here I am talking. So that's why we will be requiring home loans. Okay. Then loans against various other products. New products have been developed now. Loan against shares, loan against securities. These are the new products which have been developed. For the farmers, warehouse financing has been developed. Warehouse means if I have my material, I'll keep it in the warehouse and then I'll get a finance against this. Has anyone handled this farmers loan, Kisan credit card in your bank or warehouse financing? Okay. Then pricing. Pricing should be at the lowest possible cost. Okay, lowest possible cost. See here, I won't say lowest. It should be at the lowest possible because after all, we have to earn our salaries also, isn't it? Scoring models for assessing credit worthiness. Here, scoring models are very important. CIBIL, we are having a separate chapter on this. CIBIL score is very important of credit worthiness. What is the minimum CIBIL score, everyone? Minimum CIBIL score is 300. What is the maximum CIBIL score? Maximum CIBIL score is 900. Which one is considered as good CIBIL score? Good CIBIL score is 700. Remember, minimum 300, maximum 900, and good one is considered as 700. Okay. Now this good changes from bank to bank. Some bank calls 800 as good. Some bank calls 750 as good. But generally 700 is okay with many of the banks. Okay. Consumer protection environment. Now, consumer protection environment means basically this is for knowing the rights of that consumer. That is important. Means we have consumer laws, various consumer laws. We have ombudsman schemes. Okay, we are having this separate chapter of ombudsman now. Now we don't have actually banking ombudsman. Now we have centralized ombudsman. We are having a separate chapter on this. We'll be studying this. Okay. So what are the main points for success? One is efficient delivery mechanism. This comes in exam. Success of retail banking depends upon efficient delivery, direct banking channels, product appropriateness, pricing, scoring models, and consumer protection. Okay. Challenges for retail banking. So consumer protection and pricing. So basically consumer protection. The rights of the consumer should be known to that customer. That's why we see all those RBI ads. Are you seeing the RBI ads in the newspapers as well as in this TV channels nowadays? RBI is giving huge ads. Contact ombudsman, then go to any branch for any complaint. It is telling all the customers. So that's what this is known as consumer protection and protection basically. Okay. So challenges are next one, inadequacy of MIS. So if the many of the not all nowadays all almost all the banks are on core banking. So core banking means MIS is completely there. MIS means what? MIS means management information system. See this MIS word means management. Okay, information system. We are having again a separate chapter on this. Here, these all are the topics in your retail banking. We'll be studying them one by one. This MIS also has certain further parts. It is called as MKIS, Marketing Information System, DSS, Decision Support System, yeah, ERP. All these are the parts of MIS. Okay, understanding the KYC AML. Okay, KYC AML issues, managing the resource. Here challenges means nowadays we are facing the huge challenge in KYC AML. Okay, Even a current account, savings account need to be followed for KYC and AML strictly. Managing the risk. Okay. Effects of disruptive technologies. What do you mean by disruptive technology? Disruptive means changing. Now look at this. Earlier, the for loans we had only banks. If I wanted a loan, I used to come to only bank. But nowadays we have NBFC. Nowadays we have e-lender. Nowadays we have neobank. What is this neobank? Anyone has heard about this neobank? Type yes in the comment section if you have heard about this neobank. Does anyone know about this neobank? Neobank is a new good concept. Yeah, these are the new age banks. I'll tell you just in one line. I'll give you no branch. Correct? No branch. Okay, no branch. So these are the new types of banks which are having no branch at all. For example, I'll give you phone pay. PhonePe can be considered as a bank nowadays, okay? Because it can hold the account because it is already holding the accounts of the customer. That's why they are getting the money in that account. Nowadays, PhonePe and Paytm have gone for loans also. They are giving loans to the customers. Okay, PhonePe, Paytm. There are almost 16 neobanks right now. 16, 1 6 up till now. Okay. So neobanks are the new age banks. E-lenders. Now what are these e-lenders? I don't have to go to bank nowadays for loans. E-lenders means this is called as crowdfunding. What is crowdfunding? Crowdfunding means many of the lenders, many of the suppose I am having extra 1 lakh rupees. So like me, almost 50, 60, 100 persons come together and they lend to the someone whom they can trust. Means there are civil scores there also. So e-lenders have also come into the picture. So that's why bank loan competition to the banking is not dependent on only banks now. Your competitor is not only the banks, your competitor is NBFCs, neobanks, e-lenders, and even within the banking, you have private sector banks, public sector banks, new age private banks, then small finance banks. These are all the competitors. So that's why these are the challenges. Okay. Continuing the growth. So growth should go on. Okay. Future of retail banking, rise of young Indian professionals. So future means basically it is always bright because the population rises. Here, basic logic behind any country is if the population of any country rises, the banking is going to survive. Banking means not only banking. I'm talking of finance. Okay, growth as an economic superpower, increasing purchasing power of the middle class, and financial market reform. So these are the future. Now this you can write it in exam. Okay. Business model. This is again an exam question. Business models. The business models in retail banking show interesting revelations about the type of the banks. The model adopted by the banks vary among the public, private, and foreign banks. So, what are the models? Remember, this model question will be definitely there in exam. Definitely, be sure about this. You will definitely get one of these three models or the names of all the three. Okay. So what are these models? One is SBU model, second is departmental, and third is integrated. Let me see if I'm having it today only. Yeah, I'm having it over here only. So SBU model, departmental, and integrated. Nowadays, what has happened? SBU means what? Okay, I'll explain you. I'm having all these three models over here. Okay. SBU means what? See this. SBU can be defined as a profit center. SBU model is a profit center. Profit center means what? Like for example, if I'm having a clearing department in my bank, okay. So what does this SBU model say? SBU model says everyone should bring the business. Everyone. Everyone should do the sales because here the basic logic behind in the banking is sales is everyone's job. That is the basic rule for the banking nowadays. So every department should bring the business to them. How will they bring the business? So look at this. Clearing cash, they can also generate business. How? Cash department, it can pass on the leads to the development team or sales team. Clearing department, it can pass on the leads. Of course, these guys can't go to the customers because they have their own work. So they can pass on the leads. So these leads will give them the income. So SBO can be defined as a profit center which focuses on product offering and market segment. So SBO will definitely be considered as a profit center focuses on product offering. What all products can I offer and market segment. And SBU can be a business unit of a large corporation, or it can be a business in itself. So SBU can be a, like I have clearing department of, let's say, SBI, that can be a SBU. Cash department of SBI, that can be a SBU, or it can be a complete business in itself. Okay, so this second line is not that much important. First line is important. That will come to you in exam. What is SBU? Strategic Business Unit. See, this is the full form. Strategic Business Unit. So, what does this SBU mean? Every department or every team should earn their own income. Okay. The demarcation as a SBU is more by management by objectives. Now, this word will come to you in exam. Again, management by objectives. This will definitely be there in the exam. Okay. Why? Because nowadays all the banks are focusing on MBO, management by objectives. Here, what does it mean? Wherein the business model is dealt with as a modular strategy for achieving targeted profits. Here, targeted profits. Here, what does it happen? The board of directors in the meeting first they decide what should be our yearly profit. So first they decide on the percentage of profit what they wish to achieve, and then that is passed on to the employees. First, the target is decided, and then it is passed on to the employees that this much insurance you have to sell, this much savings account you have to sell, this much loans you have to sell. Okay, targeted profits with the provision of knockdown to knock down the module. So forget everything. Remaining things are not important. Important is the target is decided at the top board, and then it is passed on to the employees. That is MBO, management by objectives. Departmental approach. This approach segregates the function of the organization into different departments like accounting, marketing, finance, clearing, cash. In bank, we have all these. Okay, so we have in even in our today in our banks we have the same departments. Clearing department. You might be saying this guy is working in clearing department. This guy is working in cash department. So that is a departmental approach, but that is slowly changing now. Now we are coming out of the departmental approach, and all the branches, all the banks are moving towards SBU. Even though nationalized banks, here in exam, if the question comes today, if the question comes in this week, means this RBWM, nationalized banks follow generally this departmental approach. Okay, generally. Okay. Public sector banks in India generally have adopted the departmental approach as a retail banking business. Okay. Third one is integrated. Integrated is a smaller approach. Integrated means what is usually adopted for smaller businesses. It combines all socio-economic aspects and adopts the cohesive approach to tackle the problem of the business. So here it is generally for small banks, whichever banks are very small up till now. You can't apply this integrated approach to SBI, PNB, Federal Bank, or any Canara Bank. Okay, you can't apply this to the large banks, smaller banks which have newly come in. So integrated approaches for smaller banks. What does it include? It includes complete job, means all the job. There is a flat structure over there, and complete job. All the jobs are done by all of the persons. It combines socio-economic aspects, adopts cohesive approach to tackle the problem of the business. It is assumed that having unified business would reduce the risk. Unified means what? All the persons are doing the all the jobs. It's not that I'm in cash, so I'll work in only cash. I'm in clearing, I will work only in clearing. I'll work everywhere. Even I'll bring the business, even though I'm in cash. I'll go out and do the means bring the business from the customers. That is the basically integrated approach. That's why this is in growing banks, very small banks which are growing. Okay, chalo, we'll stop over here now today. Okay, so everyone has understood. Everyone has understood up till now. This is the introduction part. Okay, introduction to retail banking. Everyone has got this. So let's do the revision now. Type yes if you have understood this. Then let's do the revision. Revision of questions. Okay. Last 10 minutes. Again, we'll do the revision. Got it, everyone? Shall we move on to the revision? Yeah, I'll be uploading it. I have not uploaded it up till now. Devender, I have not uploaded this PDF up till now. I'll be uploading it tomorrow. This see here, there are three PDFs which I'll be giving you. Okay, three PDFs. I'll show you all those. See this. This is first one. Those who have joined late, I'll be sharing with you three PDFs. One is your book notes, complete book notes. Your book is around 656, 78 pages, isn't it? 678, I think so. Yeah, 678 pages. So this book, I have brought it down to almost 78 pages. Okay, so it is hugely down. So this I'll be sharing with you tomorrow. Also, the second thing which I'll be sharing with you is the question bank. Okay, I'm having this question bank also that will be shared with you. Let me show you. Where is this question bank gone? Hold on. Yeah, question bank. Yeah, this is the question bank. This question bank also I'll be sharing with you. So these two PDF handouts, question bank as well as these book notes are enough for you along with the classes. Whatever I teach over here, that will be uploaded in the app only. After the class gets over, I'll upload it in that app itself. Okay. So now let's do the revision for some time. Which of the following is not an advantage available in retail banking? Which of the following is not an advantage? We want not, huh? See here, this PDF or the question bank, you can see the answers also, answers as well as explanations. Okay, so now you guys don't have time. I know that you don't have time to think of this. Just see the answer and you can move ahead, because this question bank is a bigger one, 532 pages. It includes all the chapters of yours. Okay, so, which of the following is not an advantage? Credit risk, well diversified, regular demand for products from the customers, mass selling of the products. Average cost of returning the account is very high. This is not the not an advantage, because this is not the thing in the retail banking. Here, average cost of returning the account is very low in retail banking, because retail banking means smaller customers we have. We don't have corporates like Reliance or Tatas or anyone over here. Okay, so this is not a part of retail banking. Remaining all the three are the part of the retail banking. Okay, next one. Yeah, the retail banking suffers from which of the following disadvantages? So constant or disadvantages. So retail banking has this disadvantage. Let's see which one. It's actually, we want to see the non one, means which is not the advantage, not the disadvantage. Huh? That's what we'll see. Problem in managing large number of individual customers? Yes, that is there, because we have huge number of customers. Quick evolution of products? That is also there, because nowadays the products are so fast in retail banking. What suppose if I bring in some product today, within next month the competitor of mine brings in the next product, another product. So that's why quick evolution. Higher availability of spreads. Okay, huge spreads are available. Availability of higher spreads. So is this a disadvantage? No, this is not there. See here, this availability of higher spreads is not there in retail banking. The spreads are very lower nowadays. Okay, so they are lower also because of the technology. And second point is, this is also not a disadvantage. This is an advantage. Suppose if I am having higher spreads, higher difference, so that is an advantage to me. Is it a disadvantage if I am earning more? It is not a disadvantage. It's a advantage. Okay. Next one. Explanation is there. Answer is there. Okay. Last one we'll do and then we'll stop. The cost of high operation cost in offering high operational cost in offering retail banking is, means why is the cost higher? To reduce this cost, the banks have gone to what? To reduce the high operational cost, banks have gone to ATM network, telephone banking, internet banking, call center, and branch banking. So suppose if the bank wants to reduce the cost, what will it do? It will open new branches, or it will open this technology parts, ATM, telephone, internet, call centers, right? So answer will be A to D all. Okay, means basically only it will be limited to A, B, C, and D. It won't be having the branch banking to reduce the cost. Okay, to reduce the cost, we always go for the technological parts. Okay, Got it? Chalo, we'll stop over here. And those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join Adda 24/7 and join the class. How to join this? Let me show you. Okay. Go to Adda 24/7 over here. Everyone, go to Adda 24/7 and join the classes immediately. Join this batch. From tomorrow, I'll be sharing all the PDFs, all the important question banks, and the book notes. Go to JIB and CIB. Click on this JIB October 23. Okay, clicked, you'll see this power pack batches. Okay, see this RBWM English batch. Click on this English batch. You are seeing the discounted price already given over here. Okay, 2499. This is a discounted price. 80% is already applied over here. Okay, use this now. This 2499 is reduced. It is 80% off. So 499, 500 rupees only. Join this immediately. Okay. Then online live classes, test series, ebooks, videos, everything you are having. Now click on this ebooks. You'll see this ebooks. You'll see the ebook over here. In this ebook, you'll see the chapters, subject wise, chapter wise. Okay, you'll see each chapter wise ebook available over here. Okay, chapter wise ebook is available. Similarly for tests also, you can see the tests. Okay, so these tests also you are having chapter wise, module wise tests. See these tests. You are having topic wise, module wise tests. So that's why I would suggest join fast. Okay, everyone join the batch immediately. From tomorrow, I'll be sharing the PDFs. In the tomorrow morning, I'll be sharing the PDFs. Okay. Chalo. Bye everyone and keep studying. Definitely because from tomorrow you'll be having the big classes. Okay. Chalo. Bye. Do not forget to give the ratings. Ratings are very important. At the end, give the ratings. Okay. Ratings are very important at the end of the class. Chalo. Bye.